to a new episode of the Knitting in a Podcast. This is episode, even kijken, 30 in English. Welcome on my YouTube channel. Welcome to my knitting channel. It's mostly knitting, but today I have some sewing also. Today is Wednesday, 12 June. I'm recording my podcast episodes one day early, and tomorrow on 13 June it will be online. So that gives me the chance to edit everything, and put it online on Thursday on time. I have a coffee, of course, in this lovely bluish. Yeah, it's not a mug, it's like a cuppa, I don't know, I like them. And I have a water. Oh no, the water isn't there anymore. I forgot to refill it, so maybe I will do that in between. But that's what I'm drinking, so take something to drink with me. And listen to me wobbling about my knitting and what I knit on the last week. It is in the Netherlands. It is not summer. It's also not spring. It looks more like fall. On the moment, it's dry. It's I think 13 degrees, so very cold. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but we measure that in Celsius. So it's more like fall. It's raining a lot. Today it's dry, and I don't mind it so much because I don't like the hot weather. But it's in the summer. It's of course nice that the sun is shining and that the weather is better than now. So hopefully we'll get summer in the few coming weeks. So that's the weather update. And now you get the knitting update from me. I did a lot the last 2 weeks. I don't know. Sometimes when I look back, I think, oh wow, I did really a lot of knitting and other things. But that's always nice to sit in front of the camera and tell you everything about mostly where I knit on. Sometimes in my weekly vlogs you see what I do a little bit during the week. But my world is not so big, how do you say? It's just what it is. You see me biking sometimes, or you see me go to thrift shops because that's what I really like. And I like to sew project bags, pruidel bags. That's the new name I suddenly came up with. It was out of my mouth in a split second, and then I thought, oh, that's a nice name to use. So I have a giveaway this episode. I 2 weeks ago I did the giveaway for the pruidel bags. One of my viewers made this lovely bag for me with 100-gram scrap yarns in it. It's all drops Fable, like this kind of skeins, and she made 4 bags with it to give away, and she made me one for myself with my name on it. So that was really, really nice of her. And I draw 2 winners in this English episode. So at the end of the episode I will give the 2 winners, and then you can contact me and I will send it out to you. So that is what I'm doing this episode, and I have some sewing to show you because I made project bags from a lovely maybe I'll tell it in front. That's also a good idea. I made this lovely project bag. I made a few. I was looking for fabric in the thrift shop, what reminds me of the 90s. In the 90s, I wore a lot of this kind of clothes. I had a O'Neill sweater in exactly this kind of colors. Sorry, clothes, I said. Colors. And 2 weeks ago I wanted to find it, but I couldn't find it, of course. And now last Saturday I went to the thrift shop and I found this lovely fabric. It's really, a little bit stiffer fabric, so I didn't use lining. I did use lining, but no interfacing. And this one came out of under my sewing machine at first. The blue for the bottom is linen. I found that also in the thrift shop. So I made I made 7 bags. I made 1 for me. I made 5 to sell, and 1 is for somebody who I admire because of her podcast. And I will send that to Lisa from 72 Stitches. She accepted. I asked her, can I send you something because of your lovely podcast every Monday? I enjoy it a lot. And at first she said, oh, I don't want to give my address. And I totally accept. I can relate to that maybe. But I said, I live in the Netherlands, far away from you. And I just want to give you something as a thank you. So that bag is for her. And there are 3 balls of yarn in that I gifted her also. And I will send that out this week. So that's what I did. So I made 1 for me. And I'm so in love with this lovely bag. I used this lining. This is an old... lakentje, hoe zeg je dat nou? For a child's bed. Oh yeah, bedding. It was an old bedding, and I used for all the bags the same lining, and it came out really well. I made 5 to sell. I'm going to sell them on my Instagram. I have another Instagram, knitting in and pruidel bags. So if you like that, you can follow it. And I'm going to sell 5 bags this Friday at 7 o'clock. And if you from outside the Netherlands, I will send it, but you have to pay the shipping costs, of course. So one of the bags is a little bit deeper. This one's a little bit deeper. It's more like that bag. So if you have longer DPNs, it will fit in better, and you can store more balls in it. And I try to make them really neat and but sometimes I have a little I have a thread on it. I have to look after them, but sometimes I have a little klein beetje double knit. So it's not a perfect bag, but it's a really nice bag, and I think there are 90s themed. For the Crazy Sock Lady, she has, of course, her knit along, her sock summer sock camp, and I think this really fits with her summer sock camp bags. So if you're interested, you have to sit standard European time. We have 7 o'clock in the Netherlands. Is that PM? I don't know. 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to sell 5 bags, and 2 of them have the handles at the side. That's these 2. 1 and only this one's different. Now I have 2 of these. I have 2 of these without the blue bottom. This is the fabric in the whole piece the same, except the drawstring. And I have 1 of the bags have this handle. So these one are not too deep. So this is a really lovely sock bag size. And the fabric I found at the thrift shop, and I did the Google image search. Ik heb haar mond. And it happens to be an IKEA fabric. IKEA. I don't know which year, but it's a really, I think it's a really super special kind of fabric. And I found it on Etsy. Somebody sold it on Etsy. So maybe it's an older fabric. I don't know. Maybe it's really vintage. So that's what I did Monday. And every bag is has a different look. This one has a rose on this side, and yeah, super nice. So really 90s themed. I hope you like it. Maybe you're interested, but then you have to set your clock, your alarm, and sit Friday 14 June at 7 o'clock. I put them online, and the person who puts salt at first. That's where I sell the bag on, but you'll see that on Instagram. I will think I will announce it a day before on my normal Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm knitting in them, and knitting in them. Bridal bags is my selling point. I don't do this often. I don't sell often my bags, but sometimes, in this case, I have so many lovely fabric, and I thought I make a few for the selling. Hope you like it, and hope I sell them for all 5. And that one is going to Lisa from 72 Stitches. She has a podcast, Knit All the Yarn, on YouTube, and she's there every Monday. I drink my coffee, and then I'm going to start showing you what I knitted on. Enough coffee for this morning. I already taped the Dutch podcast. I always do that, at first, and then I take a little pause, and then I do the English one. It's a little bit a mess, of course, again on the bed. Maybe I can tell you what's in this bag. At first, I'm participating in a test knit from Breibelly. She comes, I think, from Belgium, and she called for test knitters. She had a lovely sock, the Harlequin sock, and then I thought, oh, that's a nice pattern for me with more colors. Oh, but it is a color work sock, and I didn't do that yet. I only did the Stephen West sock, but that is with slip stitches, so you don't have the yarn through each other. And here, you have to do real color work. So that's the first time for me. It's a little bit of a challenge, and we had the closing date is 10 July, and we have to knit 1 sock. So I thought, I can do that in 4 weeks' time. I started it yesterday, and I made a mistake already, and I had to knit 2 rows back, and then I thought, leave it for a while, Ivonne, sleep, and do it on another time. It's not you don't have to be quick. You have to do it good. So that is my challenge. This sock, I love it a lot. The look is nice. You can do it with 4 colors. I'm going to do it with 3 colors, and then you don't the cuff doesn't count. So 3 colors in the color work, and the colors I chose are these 3. This one is then the main color. And this one, these 2, I'm going to, om en om, hoe zeg je dat ook weer? Nou, this is what I do. Oops, now it falls in the coffee. Oh, it fell in the coffee, so in the leftover coffee, so I'm going to put it in water. No, I think it's gone. I held it under the sink, under the water. I think it's clean. Stupid. Sometimes it nearly happens, but now it did happen. So maybe I have to put my empty cup away. It's a little bit funny. So this is the Harlequin sock from Breibelly. It's a test knit, and I will show you my progress on this. And in this sock is a special heel. That is for me the first time, so that's the challenge to do that, and the color work, of course. And this color, the purple, is from Lana Grossa. I bought it once at a yarn shop, Doll of Wool. this is only one ball, so I use this for the cuffs and the toes, and the rest is what I showed you before. It's the other three are hand-dyed yarns. And oh yeah, I knitted on 2.5mm needles, and my stitch count is 72 stitches. Because of the color work, you have to choose a little bit more stitches, because otherwise it's going to be too tight on your leg. So that is my first work in progress. Normally I start with the finished objects, but yeah, this one was already in my hands, and it lives in my new 90s bag. I didn't participate yet in the Crazy Sock Ladies summer sock camp, but I will do that, because I like the theme from this year, the 90s themes. Yeah, and then I had 2 finished objects, and the first one is these lovely scrappy socks. I showed them in my, I think in my weekly vlog already, and in my last episode I still was working on it. And yeah, scrappy socks are always very quick. I always, when I knit on this, I don't want to quit, I don't want to stop, and I think, oh no, one color. This one I knitted on 2.25mm needles. I did 40, in this one I did 12 rows of 2x2 rib, and then I started the stripes, and I did 7 rows or 6. I did 6 rows of every color, and then I changed the colors, and the heel is a garter stitch heel. I learned that in a pattern from Stephen West, in the free pattern of his scrappy socks. Then the heel turn, and then the gusset, and then of course the whole the rest, the whole toe to the toe, and then the second, of course. Yeah, I don't like to do 2x2 rib a lot, so I have another option now, and I'll show you that later. But this is the first finished object. And then I have a second finished object that are these socks, these opal abonnement socks. This was my first opal abonnement. I had it in March, and this is one of the first yarns I chose from it. I really love it. I'm really addicted now to the opal yarns, because opal is, I don't know, it's a super nice sock yarn. It knits up really good. And now here I did the same 2x2 rib, 14 rounds of cuff, then in total 14 centimeters until I start the heel flap and gusset. So it's a vanilla sock, that's what I like to do most, the gusset, and then 60 rounds to the toe, and then I did the toe. Yeah, and I think I don't know exactly when I started this sock, but I didn't do too long. No, I think I knit these in 2 or 3 weeks. Super nice. So now I'm really addicted to the opal socks, because I was searching on opal subscriptions, the opal abo. I was looking at the hashtag on Instagram to see other socks from other knitters, and then I came across these socks, and I thought, wow, I want these. These socks I didn't knit myself. I bought them on Etsy. She's called Socks by Babs, and yeah, she has an Etsy shop, and she sells her hand knitted socks, and I love these so much. These came in the post this week, and what I like the most is that she uses 3x1 ribbing, and this edging is super nice. And I counted the rows, and she did also 14 rounds. So that speaks to me. So now in the future I will use this also as a cuff. and I loved these colors. This is opal 100 wasser, but I don't know the color number. That's what I don't know. But if you Google opal 100 wasser, you have more colorways, and this one I loved a lot. So these socks I didn't knit myself, but they fitted perfectly, and I asked her, yeah, on what needle did you knit this? And she did 2.5, and I counted the stitches, and it was 60 stitches. So now I can use my 2.5 needles also again, and then I do 4 stitches less, and this will be my new cuff. So these socks I didn't knit myself, but I love them a lot. I bought them at Socks by Babs. I will link her shop below. So if you're not a sock knitter and you think, oh, I want to give myself or somebody else a pair of socks in the future, I will give her Etsy shop, and you can look it up. So that is my gift to myself this week. I didn't bought yarn, but I bought socks already knitted and they fit perfectly. And so I learn how other sock knitters do it. Yeah, it's a really, really nice, super nice sock. So thank you, Babs, for these socks. I bought them myself. It's not sponsored, but I love them a lot. Everything I talk about is not sponsored. I always buy everything myself, and otherwise when I get it from somebody else I will tell that, but I did not get sponsored for everything I show you. So everything I show you, it's what I bought myself and I feel from the heart, and that's why I tell you about it. And I will, when I don't like it, I will be honest and say that too. So, even denken. Yeah, because of this lovely sock and the lovely edging, I thought I want that too. I'm going to do that also, and yeah, I'm very addictive to the opal balls. This one I bought online. Opal Schaafpatte. This is colorway 11037, and then I thought I can use my 2.5mm Addi needles, and I do the same as Sabine did Socks by Babs. I did a 3x1 rib. I love that a lot, so this will be my new favorite. And I did 14 rounds, and then I started the leg, and I think this is a really nice color palette, these socks. And I'm at the point now that I did the heel flap, and this is the heel turn, yeah, and then I'm in the middle of the gusset. So I casted these socks, I think, on Friday, last Friday, so it's not too long ago, but I love the colors. I'm very into the neutrals and the blues on this moment. I don't know why, but this is a lovely color combination. So that lives in my Prudel bag, dodgy bag. This one is a little bit, it's not perfect. The drawstring is a little bit too tight, but it's a really lovely bag. I made it myself from my favorite fabric I found at the thrift shop last summer in London. And I ordered the pins from Ellie from Little Drops of Wonderful. The dodgy bag pin, super nice. And I got this one with it from her. This one was the one she sold on eBay, and this one was she sold sold on Etsy, in her Etsy shop. So I'm very happy with it. And these are pinned on this bag on the moment. Maybe I will do it on other bag later. Yesterday I was sitting on my bike, and I had it so hanging on my bike, and then I thought, oh, I don't want to lose these pins, so maybe I will not take it outside anymore, because that will be such a pity. But I didn't lose them, so that was good. But it was raining and windy, and I thought, oh no, my dodgy bag, my bridal bag, is going to be wet. But it was. I saved it from the rain, so so that is one sock whip on my needles. Then I have another one. I think I cast it on last week. I didn't show that last time. Somebody on Instagram, one of my followers, one of my viewers, showed this lovely yarn, and then I thought, hey, that's a lovely color, and then I thought, oh, I have it in my stash, of course. I thought it looks familiar. This ball is from Lana Grossa Puzzle. It's with aloe vera, and I love the neutrals, the colorway, how it knits up, and I saw it with her and I thought, hey, that ball is in my stash also. It is colorway 6134. So if you like this ball, you can maybe Google it and find one for yourself. In these sock I did 2x2 rib, because the other one I didn't know of yet. And this is a really nice stitch marker I got from a viewer with a swap. And now I'm at the point that I have to do the heel flap. The needles I'm using for this one is Symphony, Knit Pro Symphony 2.25 millimeter and 64 stitches. And 14 round cuff, and then I think it's enough, because I don't like 2x2 rib. So my new favorite will be the 3x1 rib. I think that's knits up better. I don't know why, but I think it's better. So that lives in one of my first bags I bought at Bertie and Poppet 2 years ago. It's my it's more like the spring bag with the plants in the pot, super nice. And there is it, lives it in. So I have more sock whips on my needles. Sometimes I limited myself to say, you can do no more than 4, but I skipped that. I cast on what I want, what I feel. So if that's 6 on my needles, okay, then it's 6. I know that I always, sooner than later I will finish them off, so I'm not bothered anymore. I have enough lovely little bags to store them, and I love to knit socks. That is my I think my absolute favorite, sock knitting and shawls and blankets. Yes, and then we have this bag. In this bag lives my super nice, how do you say it, sneaker sock. This lovely yarn I got of this lovely bag I got on Etsy from Rachel, made by Rachel. Love this bag also, and I cast it on the second sock because this one I'm knitting from toe to leg, because I wanted to do the picot edging. This is not my favorite way to start a sock, but sometimes it's nice to do it, because then you do something else. And I knit these on 2 millimeter needles, because the sneaker socks has to be tight around your foot, otherwise there's flipping under your heel, and that's not doesn't feel nice. So that's the reason why I knit these on 2 millimeter needles. And it's a lovely yarn. I bought it once at Wolmet Verve in the Netherlands by Sylvia, and the colorway is 202-10253. But I don't know if she still makes this yarn, because this was in the sale 2 years ago, but I really love it. I call it disco dip. Like when you buy an ice cream in the Netherlands, you can order an ice cream with disco dip, and then you get all these colors on your ice cream. So that is another sock whip, and I hope to finish this before my holiday. 13 July I'm going on holiday, and I want to take 4 pairs of sneaker socks. So I hope to finish it then, but I think I will succeed. And otherwise I will knit it in the bus, because I'm going in a bus tour to England. Oh, I love it. I'm going to southwest England, to Devon, Cornwall, Bath, and so we have a lot of knitting time in the bus. And I'm very excited to go there and finally see that part of England, because my parents went there once and they had lovely photos. Yeah, and I'm an England fan, London of course, and I love to. When my children were younger, we always watched Peter Post. I love Peter Post, Postman Pat, and I don't know, I love the English. Everything English I love. So that's why that was one of my dream trips, to go to England. And I'm going by myself, in a group of people, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to experience there. I will try to visit the yarn shop in Bath. That's called Wool Bath. I think I follow them already on Instagram. So I'm very excited to see if I end up there. Hopefully, we have one afternoon in Bath, so we'll see. And then I have another scrappy sock. I am so addicted to the scrappy socks that I casted on another one. If you see my weekly vlog, you already seen it. And don't fall, please. So that was the first one. I think it's super nice. It's more like with the orange, pink, and the neutrals, a little bit brown. This one flew off my needles. Scrappy socks always flying off the needles, and the second one is now nearly at the point that I can start the heel flap. 2.25 millimeter needles, 14 rounds of cuff, and in this sock I did 2x2 rib, but I will change that in the future. So that's also a sock whip of mine, and that lives in also one of my handmade bridal bags. And this one's a little bit bigger and nicer, neater than this one, but I made them at the same point. But sometimes you have a really dodgy bag, and sometimes you have a more like a perfect bag. No, not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect, and my bridal bags are not perfect either, but I always try to sew as neat as I can. I'm doing my best, but I'm not perfect. So then I knitted 2 rounds, 2 times, a little bit on my stripometry shawl. I don't feel it so much on the moment. I will show you anyway. Stripometry from Stephen West. I love the shawl. I love to, I think I will love the product, but I don't feel it on the moment because I don't know why. It's not my priority, but I think that I will take this on my holiday, because these rows are getting long. You have to, it's a mindless knit. So I think I'm going to take this with me and then make some progress in the bus ride. I don't tell you a lot about it because then you have to watch my previous podcasts episodes. Even kijken. What I did a lot this last 2 weeks, if you see my weekly vlog, you saw that I packed all the little scraps I have from my northeasterly blanket. I packed it, wrapped it up, and every morning when I wake up, I pack one. How do you say that? I pull one out, and I knit that in my blanket, in my northeasterly blanket that day, so that I get a random choice of colors, because when you see the colors, you always, that's what I do, you always choose a little bit the same colors you like. And it lives in this bag. It's a really bridal bag. Here's a seam is a little bit loose, so I have to do that by hand. Make it by hand. My northeasterly blanket, it's growing a lot. Every day I do 12 to 16 or 18 rounds. It depends a little bit on what I feel and how much time I've got. If you see my weekly vlogs, I did one new lane. I started it everyday ball, and it's growing. It's going to be really big. And this is the lane I'm now knitting on. I wouldn't, if I saw the ball before, I wouldn't choose this one, but I wrapped it all up, and then I unpackaged this ball, and I thought, now you have to knit it in, and that's the nice thing to wrap them up, so that you don't, you cannot choose yourself. It's a random how the balls get in. This one was the ball of today. I'm not ready yet because I started early with my podcasts. So still like the knit, but the blanket is getting really big, and it's a little bit harder to put it back in the in the project bag. And I'm in the month of July now, because July is the 7th month. Then after this lane I have to do 5 lanes, and then it's the blanket's it's big enough for me. I decided to do it until December, and then it's ready. But so I have to do 5 after this lane. I have to do 5 more, and then I think it's big enough. And it's all from scrap yarns, left over from my socks, left over from my advent calendars, left over from my swaps. So it's really a scrappy one, but I love it. I love it, and the only thing, I think it's a little bit big now to handle. That's the only thing that irritates me a little bit. But it's a really nice blanket, and I love to knit on it every day. So that is my morning knit. When I get my coffee and my breakfast, I'm going to knit first a few rows on my northeasterly. So this is a little bit. So I have to stitch it by hand, and then the bag will, it's big enough for this blanket so far. Something fell on the ground, but I take that later. And another favorite of mine is my Cozy Memories blanket. This is my second one. Last year I made one with all scrap yarns. I did knit that in 1 year, I think, almost a little bit more, I think, a little bit less, I don't know. And last July to July I was going on holiday with my father, and I missed it a lot to do a square a day, so I started last 2 July on a new Cozy Memories blanket, and this one is all with hand-dyed yarns. Hand-dyed scrap yarn I swapped, left over from socks, row 1 minis I bought, you name it, it's in here. I don't do this every day on the moment. I do it like 5 days a week or 4 days a week. I did a swap with one of my viewers 2 weeks ago, and she had the most lovely colors. Even zoeken. These colors. This one was the first, the green, then this one, this one, this one, and this one. This is what I did this week. Oh no, it's not for me. It was a van on my on my porch, or is it for me? Now I will see it. So this is what I did this week. 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then I have to do 3 more, and then the square of the it's done again, and I will do 16 in width, 16 squares, and 24 in height. So I'm not done yet, but I'm not in a hurry with this blanket. It's a process knit. I love it a lot. When I have a hand-dyed scrap, I will knit it in, and I do 20 stitches at one side and 20 stitches on the other side. And my tip from Flip, I think that man is, I don't know. The tip from Flip is I use 2 different needles. The one with the pointy is my row that I have to do my decreases, and the one with the round, this is an Addi needle, is the one that I just have to knit back. So that I always think, oh, that's the pointy one, this is the side I have to do my decreases. Because in the beginning I sometimes forgot it. So this is how I remind myself on that, and that helped me a lot. Yeah, so that is the Cozy Memories blanket, all hand-dyed yarns, and I love it. It's echt one of my really favorite knits. When I'm not feeling well, when I want to knit but I'm not feeling well, I always think, oh, you can knit a square, and that's always good. So I think I will do that. So when I'm editing the vlogs of the podcasts, I'm going to knit squares. So yeah, that is that are 2 active blanket whips. I have more, but when I don't talk about it, I didn't knit on it, and I'm not in a hurry. Sorry, I'm looking at the man, but he's not coming here. I'm not in a hurry with this blanket. I just love to knit on it, and we'll see in the future when it's done. So 16 wide, 24 high. That's my measurements for this lovely Cozy Memories blanket. And then that was it for the knitting. I think I didn't forget anything. I want to show you my second Opal subscription. These 2 were 2 of them. I can't show them at once. These 2, I love this one a lot with the blue, orange and yellows. This one is more like Halloweenish. Maybe I will knit that when it's Halloween. This green, like a turquoise green, and the purple with the blue. So this is the subscription for this, I think the month of June or July. It's a subscription. You can order it, I think, worldwide. You get it once in the 3 months, and it costs, without shipping cost, it costs, I think, around €50. And I really love it because I'm a sock knitter, and I love these colors. Surprisingly, every month you get 6 different balls, and sometimes when I don't know for sure, but when balls are really good, they bring them out and you can buy it later. But the subscriptions are always a surprise, and some things are very rare. You cannot buy it. That's nice about it. Yes, and that was it for the knitting and what I bought. My son is up, so I always hope that he don't make too many noise in the bathroom, because it's here. I told it before. Yes, and then I had a giveaway, the bridal bag giveaway. I have drawn 2 winners, and you could leave a comment 2 weeks ago with the name bridal bag in the description, and there were lots of you who did that, and that's super nice. So what you win is this lovely bridal bag. One of the viewers made this for me with the text on it. Super nice. And in every bag there are 10. I'm not going to get them out now. It's in total it's 100 grams Fable yarn, Fable sock yarn. So I think there are in total it's 100 grams, so you can knit a scrappy sock of it. And we'll do that together when the people who got this have it in the house. I will start a scrappy sock with you. So that's really nice to do. And in the Dutch podcast, I already drew 2 winners, and in this episode, I have also 2 winners. I will put it on the screen, but the first winner is Jasmine 1987. That's the first one who wins one of the bridal bags. So congratulations. And the second one is Caroline van Cynthia. I don't know if you say Caroline van Cynthia or Caroline van Cynthia 7613, because I don't know if you're Dutch or you're an English viewer, or so that's because the Dutch viewers could also participate in that. So congratulations, you got one of these bridal bags also. So if you were one of the winners, please contact me. I will put my email address in the description box, and when you contact me, I will send them out. So that was it. Yeah, I think I told everything. Do I have some life stuff? Yeah, my life stuff on the moment is hormones, headaches, migraines. It's really bad. I'm turning in September 55, and I'm really at the end, I think, of my hoe zeg je dat ook weer in Engels? Hoe zeg je dat nou weer? I can come when your menstruation is every month, then the time of the month. Oh yeah, that was what I'm searching for. I think my time of the month are really at the end. I hope they're really at the end. It's not. I cannot. A few years ago, I could say, "Oh, every month on that day I get my period." Or that's what I searched for. And now my period is not coming, or it's coming too soon, or it's there for 2 weeks, and now I'm a week late, so I can rely on it anymore, and I have a lot of migraines, and my mother had that too in the last years of her period. So I think that's not nice, but yeah, it's there, and we'll have to do it with it. Today I had a migraine too. Yesterday also, so I took a migraine tablet, and it worked a little bit, but I feel it now here on the right side of my right side of my eye. That's most the spot that hurts, that bonks, that you're getting so tired of it. So that is one of the life updates. I'm in about a month I'm going to England, so that's really a nice thing. I hope I don't have a period then, because I always have I'm always bad luck that when I go on holiday I have a menstruation going on. So I hope that's not the case this time, but we'll see. But I'm going to enjoy my holiday a lot. My back is still the same. It won't go away. It's there always. My pain is there always. Sometimes worse and sometimes a little bit less. But I'm a positive person. I don't, how do you say? I'm not complaining, but it's not really nice. I'm still waiting on my bicycle. My electric bicycle, e-bike, is still at the fietsenmaker. the bike shop. But he thinks it's going to be ready next week, so hopefully I get my bike back. Then I can bike, the normal bikes. Yeah, on the moment it's really windy and rainy, and on the normal bike you, maybe you lose some kilos. That's the the best thing of it. But you don't go on the bike really quick, so you think, oh no, so long. I have to bike so long to whatever. And when you have an electric bike, you choose to do it sooner, sneller. Hoe zeg je dat? So I hope my bike is coming soon. And what are my plans for the next weeks? My secret test knit is, I nearly finished that. I still don't know when the release date is, so I can't show you until the release date is, but that you see that sooner or later. I am happy that it's nearly done and that I am nearly finished it, so I have more time again for maybe my stripometry shawl, because that's now on the, that was not my first priority. Socks are always nice, and blankets, and that is the plan. I don't have really knitting plans. Maybe I want to knit a ranunculus. I have that pattern for ages, and maybe I will knit, but I don't know that yet. I don't know. Normally I have always planned so far, or I will do this or that, but I don't want to plan too much because I like to do everything spontaneously. And when I have too many plans or knitting plans, that can be a bother instead of that you like it. I want to knit on things I like and not because of everybody does it, or if you know what I mean. I will knit things I feel I like, and but yeah, the ranunculus is one of my maybe one of my future knits, and maybe I will knit some more. Maybe a tee or a sweater in the future, or a cardigan. I don't know, but cardigans, that's something for in the fall again. And I will always knit shawls, of course. And but my first priority is now knitting on this stripometry shawl in this lovely bag. So that is what my first priority is, and I think I'm going to take that on my holiday, and some socks. And then we'll see in August again what we'll cast on, because I always cast things on. And I have a lot of nice sock yarn balls, and I have a lot of opal sock yarn balls. So we'll choose every time when I finish one pair, I choose another ball and we'll knit that up. So now I think that was it. I hope I didn't forget anything. Now I'm going to take a break. And I'm going to edit my podcast episodes and stay at home and knit and cook and do my household. That's what I do this day. And I wish you all a happy knitting week. Next week there will be a weekly vlog again. And I don't know. I hope I didn't forget anything. And I see you next week with a weekly vlog. And if you have a question for me, I will put my email address in the description box. You always can ask me a question, and I will answer it. And yes, happy knitting, happy sewing, happy whatever you're doing. And I see you next week. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Like is always good, of course, and subscribe is even better. So that will grow my channel. Thank you, and see you later.